It's no secret that Depp's family came up in the 6-week-long defamation trial against his ex-wife. Specifically, his daughter was brought up by Amber on separate occasions in an attempt to paint the actor as a terrible father, and while that actually led to people thinking he had a bad relationship with his kids, the truth has now come out, and once again, Amber is proven to be a liar. So, what exactly is the real story of Depp and his kids? While the trial was ongoing, there were a lot of revelations made about Johnny and Amber's life, and although most of those revelations were only based on them, Amber decided to take it up a notch by involving Johnny's kids. At first, when Amber was first asked about Johnny's kids, the Aquaman actress described the kids of her ex-husband as weirdos, and while that obviously didn't sit well with anyone including Johnny, she made things even worse. Later during her testimony, she stated that Johnny allegedly threw himself off a yacht like a dead fish when he was drinking alcohol in excess during a trip to the Bahamas. She also claimed that he hid his drinking problem from his kids by keeping alcohol in coffee cups. Amber also testified that Lily Rose became emotional seeing her dad intoxicated and had almost like a panic attack. In her words, "I'm holding her and comforting her," Amber recalled. "Johnny comes in and within a few seconds I realized that he shifted his attention on me and then he seemed very angry. He asked Lily Rose to leave. Lily Rose leaves, looks at me crying, and Johnny starts accusing me of kind of telling on him and calling him a drunk in front of his kids." However, contrary to what Amber stated on the stand, Johnny revealed that Amber would actually bring his children into arguments too often. When asked what Lily Rose and Jack's relationship was like with Amber, he said that they didn't have one. In his words, "The relationship was non-existent. My kids are far more intelligent than I am," he said in court. However, because of the testimony Amber had previously given, fans had started to attack Lily Rose on social media for abandoning her father in such a terrible time. But Johnny's statement confirmed that everything Amber had been saying was a lie from the start. In fact, the relationship between Amber and his kids was so bad that his daughter intentionally skipped their wedding. "My daughter Lily Rose did not come to the wedding. She and Miss Heard were not on particularly great terms for several reasons," he said. He also told the courtroom that Heard and her gang of friends took drugs at their wedding reception from a communal bag of MDMA, and that there was a schedule for the day's festivities that read, "dinner, dancing, and drugs." And as convincing as all of this is, it isn't the only evidence that supports the fact that Amber actually lies about everything relating to Lily Rose. Recently, a Twitter post about this whole thing went viral, and it gave people a new perspective on Johnny's daughter. The reason is that it proved that she actually supported her father and made several posts on social media in that regard. Not so surprisingly, the post gathered a lot of reactions in a short time, with fans giving their takes on the subject. One user wrote, "Amazing how that reaction is forgotten by that vile cult in their twisted obsession of being of a higher moral ground when the reality is very different to their warped minds." Another user, who was seemingly angry that there are people who still think Amber is right, wrote, "OMG, I've been seeing some people trying to make threads supporting Turd and they give me headaches. It's incomprehensible to me how they don't see her lies." With these comments, it's obvious that people are starting to get upset at the fact that there are individuals who still believe Amber's lies, and if the public thinks this, how then does she plan to sway a group of judges? Who knows? Maybe she has a magic wand, because that's exactly what she'll need to win this appeal. Still, tell us what you think about her involving his kids in this messy situation.